You want to put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Elaine Denahan, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I do further solemnly swear that I will impartially and justly perform all the duties of the office of councilwoman according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
Mrs. Kiss.
State of New Jersey, County of Middlesex, a statement of the determination of the Board of County Canvassers relative to an election held in the County of Middlesex on the 2nd day of November in the year of our Lord 1982 for the election of a member of the Township Council. The said board did determine that at the said election, Jerome J. O'Connor was duly elected a member of the Township Council for the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey. I do hereby certify that the foregoing is a true, full, and correct statement of the determination of the Board of County Canvassers as filed in the office of the County Clerk of the County of Middlesex.
Thank you, Mrs. Kiss. Mr. Connor, would you come forward, members of your family? Judge Hoffman.
Okay. Who's going to hold the Bible? You can hold the Bible. Okay, would you put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Jerry O'Connor,
I, Jerry O'Connor,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will impartially and justly perform
that I will impartially and justly perform
all the duties of the office of councilman
all the duties of the office of councilman
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge Hoffman. The next item on our agenda is stated rather bluntly, it's speeches. This is what they've been waiting for the last 3 months since they've been elected. So the first speech, short one, from Michael Baker.
Jerry's right, I'm going to be brief tonight because I know over the next 4 years you're going to hear me speak too much, and you can look back on tonight and remember when I spoke briefly. I'd like to thank my friends and the interested people who are here tonight for coming to see us. It's a very important day, and there are just a few specific things I'd like to touch on. First, I'd like to thank all the council members who are here today, and Jerry and Elaine, for what they've shown me over the past 3 or 4 years as I've watched them. They've shown that no matter where they sat in the political spectrum, and believe me, they're at all ends in the middle, they still could balance out their individual ideas of doing what they thought was right and being responsive to the wishes of the people. And they've shown that no matter where they came from, they could still have a common goal of doing what's right for the people and the residents of East Brunswick. Today I'm taking office along with Jerry and Elaine during very troubled times in our country. East Brunswick is no exception to the economic difficulties that are facing all of us. In Washington today, we have a president who, unlike past presidents, doesn't believe in the old adage that the buck stops here. He's insisting on passing the expense and the responsibilities of government from the federal government to the states under the guise of the new federalism. And we have a governor in this state who, rather than get his own house in order, is planning on passing that same expense and responsibility of government on to the municipalities. Well, I'm here to say the same promise that we made during the election. It's a promise to do my best, to do our best, to be sure that the expense of government and the responsibilities of government are not passed on to you. That's our responsibility. We're not going to pass the buck. Finally, I want to thank the voters for the confidence that they showed in me in this past November election. And 4 years from now, I hope they'll show the same confidence in me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike. Next on the agenda is Elaine Dennehan. Elaine?
Good evening. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who supported us in the recent election. So many of you gave of your time and your talents and your energies so that this night would be a reality for us, and I thank you for that. About a year ago, I was talking with my family about the possibilities of running for Township Council. I was trying to be realistic. I was trying to point out to my 2 children, who were 8 and 10 at the time, some of the negative aspects of running for public office. Well, they cut the conversation rather short and said, "It's okay, Mom, run for Township Council. It'll be a good experience for you." So with that wisdom, here I am today. During the campaign, I stressed a few key issues, and now as a member of council, I want to continue to focus on these areas. First, protecting our air and water qualities. It's a basic concept, but so very critical. I want to continue to do as much as we can on the local level, but at the same time, express and show our concerns to our state officials. We do need their help in this respect. Providing services and keeping taxes stable was something as a candidate I pointed to with pride. In the future, it's going to be difficult to do because of the cutbacks in state and federal aid. But I feel that with some creative thinking and some hard work on our part, that this can be accomplished. We can provide the basic services that our town needs at a reasonable cost. I'm going to continue to promote and support our recreational, our cultural activities. These are the things that make East Brunswick the kind of community we want to live in. As a member of council, I'm committed to represent all the people of this township. I want to represent them in the spirit of cooperation and in openness. I want to also take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you a happy new year and a healthy new year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elaine. Next, Jerry O'Connor.
Looks like lawyers and politicians are born for this job. Mike and Elaine just did beautifully. I want to thank the many, many people who have made it possible for Mike, Elaine, and I to be here today. And I want to thank those that came from within our own Democratic organization, our newly formed Democratic Club, and mostly those residents who believed in us. And a very special thanks to my wife, Maureen, who was without a husband for 3 months, my children who were without a father for 3 months, and all those folks that helped us during the campaign. Also, a very special thanks to Tina Vaca, Sean Taylor, my real gratitude for guiding us throughout the campaign. In the 3 months that Mike, Elaine, and I campaigned throughout East Brunswick, we spoke to about 3,000 people, in fact, over 3,000 people. And that's a good percentage of the 12,000 who voted in the November election. And of those 12,000 who voted, 56% chose to elect the Democrats. Why did they choose to do that? Well, I think for two reasons. Number one, I believe that those people were convinced that the recent Democratic Council offered good, sound judgment in providing for the affairs of East Brunswick. And number two, I believe that they felt the three Democratic candidates would be the best suited to make the necessary and rational decisions that need to be made over the next 4 years. Mike and Elaine presented ourselves to the public the only way we knew how, as three people who understood the needs of our residents and who understood the direction that our residents want to see East Brunswick take. We talked about our view of East Brunswick, our understanding of the individual needs of all the people. And we listened to those folks who have come to know that East Brunswick is a good town to live in. But the voters were not naive, and the voters were not unaware. They expressed their concerns about the problems facing East Brunswick: Route 18, water quality, water availability, the mass incineration project, the county-mandated revaluation, and lastly, of course, property taxes. Voters also expressed their concern, however, about the great recreational programs we have here in East Brunswick, and of course, the Senior Citizen Center currently under construction. We have addressed during the campaign the water and resource recovery issues, and we committed to the continuation of recreational and needy programs. Route 18 will be resurfaced and restriped in the spring, and the revaluation is just about complete. But also during the campaign, Mike and Elaine and I stressed the stability of the tax rate over the past 4 years. And with the coming of President Reagan's new federalism program, the county's or the country's depressed economic situation, the continuing decline in federal and state aid despite the enormous amount of taxes we pay to the state and the government and the federal government, the 1983 budget will be the most challenging we've had to review in recent years. And the new Township Council will be put to the test of finding creative and innovative ways of providing services for residents at the best possible value. The next 4 years, in my opinion, will not be business as usual. Expense items will have to be scrutinized and challenged. Productivity will have to be emphasized, and non-productive work efforts will have to be eliminated. While planning for future growth is always important, we must concentrate on doing properly and correctly what our residents feel we ought to be doing today. Difficult budgetary decisions will have to be made, and yet those decisions must be tempered with thought for the needy and thought for our residents who live in their daily lives in East Brunswick today. And to those things, I am committed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Now, Elaine, Jerry, and Mike, would you please come forward and take your places as we say goodbye to Nancy and Jerry Hurt. While you do that, I'm going to move down front.
We have to choose the seats here.
So I walk down here, John says, Jerry's not going to sit with those people. Actually, I've come down to do a rather difficult chore, which is to say goodbye to Nancy Blathen and to Jerry Hurt. And Nancy, would you please come forward? We have a resolution for Nancy, which I would like to read for you. Whereas Nancy E. Blathen has served as a member of the East Brunswick Township Council since February 25, 1974, And whereas Nancy E. Blethen has served as council vice president from January 1977 through December 1978, and whereas Nancy E. Blethen has also served with great distinction as council president from January 1979 through December 1980, enabling the discourse of government to flow smoothly, and whereas Nancy E. Blethen has further served as a member of the Planning Board, Recreation and Parks Advisory Board, Council on Economic Health, Board of Education Liaison Committee, and the Sewerage Authority, and whereas she has objectively examined all of the issues with a belief in the democratic process and a strong desire to serve the community. Now therefore it be resolved that the Mayor and the Township Council, on behalf of a grateful community, express their gratitude to her, and be it further resolved that this resolution be spread upon the minutes of this council meeting, thereby becoming a part of the history of the Township of East Brunswick, this third day of January, 1983. Council, you've heard the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Madam President, it's my joy to move the adoption of the resolution.
Is there a second?
Yes, I'll second that.
All right, since moved by Mr. O'Connor, seconded by Mrs. Dinahan, would the clerk call the roll?
Mr. Baker? Mr. Dennehy? Mrs. Dennehy?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted, and we would like to give you this beautiful calligraphy of the resolution. Thank you very much. Would you like to say something?
Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. This will be a lovely addition to our home. Let me just, first of all, offer my heartiest congratulations to the new councilmen. I'm sure they're going to do a wonderful job. I'm sure they're going to find it exciting and exhilarating, and they're going to learn so much. I think you've probably, if you've attended meetings, you're amazed at the range of issues and the types of things that we discuss. It sometimes goes from water pipes to cable television to whether a performance bond should be released. A tremendous, the breadth of issues is interesting, exciting, and I'm sure that they will learn a great deal. I'm sure that the community will be better for their service. Thanks so much for permitting me to serve as a member of the Township Council. It probably has been one of, if not the most wonderful experience of my life. Thanks a lot.
Jerry, would you please come forward? Whereas Jerome A. Hurt has served as a member of the East Brunswick Township Council since 1975, and whereas Jerome A. Hurt has served as Vice President Council from January 1975 through December 1976, and again from January 1979 through December 1982, and whereas Jerome A. Hurt has also served as a member of the Recreation and Parks Advisory Board, Septic Systems Management Area Planning Commission, South River Basin Council, 208 Study Commission, Sewage Authority, and the Planning Board, and whereas his performance of all the above duties were achieved with extraordinary diligence and hard work during the past 8 years. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Mayor and Township Council, on behalf of a grateful community, express their appreciation to him. And be it further resolved that this resolution be spread upon the minutes of this council meeting, thereby becoming a part of the history of the Township of East Brunswick, this third day of January, 1983. Council, you've heard the resolution. What is your pleasure?
I move the resolution, and I'd like to thank Jerry for the help and guidance he's given me over the past several years.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Okay, I'll second it.
All right, so moved by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mrs. Dinahan. Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennehy?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted, and I would like to present you with this calligraphy of the resolution. Congratulate. Well.
First, I would like to congratulate the new council and wish them well in a next 4 years and some very hard times. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank the mayor, business administrator, and our township attorney for making us look very good on the township council. I would also like to thank the folks in East Brunswick for giving me the opportunity for experiencing what has been the greatest 8 years of my life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jerry and Nancy. I can't imagine being on the council without you. It's been 6 years that we've served together, and I'll miss you. All right, the next item on the agenda is a nomination for President of the Council for a one-year term. Are there any nominations?
Madam President, I will nominate Geraldine Weber as President of the Township Council.
Second.
Are there any other nominations? There be no further nominations. The nominations are closed. Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennehan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, this comes as a great surprise to me. The next item on the agenda is a nomination for Vice President of the Council for a one-year term. Are there any nominations?
I'd nominate Jerry O'Connor.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further nominations? All right, I close the nominations. Would the clerk call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennehan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes. I declare Mr. O'Connor to be Vice President for a one-year term.
Thank you very much.
All right, we have some business to take care of. The first thing on the agenda is a resolution authorizing a temporary appropriations for the first 3 months of 1983. Would the clerk please read the resolution?
Whereas NJSA 40A:4-19 provides that the governing body may by resolution adopt a temporary budget to meet contract commitments and payments during the first 3 months of a fiscal year, and whereas the total appropriations of the temporary budget shall not exceed 25% of the prior year's appropriations, or $3,159,779 plus debt, public assistance, and capital. Now therefore be it resolved by the Municipal Council of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, that the attached Schedule A will serve as the temporary budget for the first 3 months of 1983.
Thank you. You've heard the resolution.
Move its adoption.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's been moved by Mr. O'Connor, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion?
I wish that's all we had to spend this year, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennehan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. Would you please read the next resolution naming the depositories of municipal funds for 1983?
Whereas NJSA 48:5-14 requires that the governing body by resolution designate those banks and trust companies which may serve as depositories for municipal funds. Whereas the banks and financial institutions listed below are chartered institutions within the state of New Jersey and organized under the laws of the United States and of this state, and do provide the services designated by the township's financial policy. Now therefore be it resolved by the Township Council, the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, that the following banks and financial institutions are hereby declared legal depositories for municipal funds for year 1983. Heritage Bank North, Central Jersey Bank and Trust, New Jersey National, National State Bank, First National State Bank, Carteret Savings and Loan, City Federal Savings and Loan, Raritan Valley Savings, New Brunswick Savings and Loan, First Jersey National Bank, Crestmont Federal Savings and Loan, Howard Savings Bank. Be it further resolved that the following municipal officials are authorized to make deposits and withdrawals from these accounts in accordance with local ordinances and state statutes. William F. Fox, Mayor; John H. Runyon, Business Administrator; L. Mason Neely, Finance Director; Irene Wolf, Collector of Revenue.
Thank you. You've heard the resolution. Someone move its adoption.
Move the adoption of the resolution.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mrs. Dennehan. Is there any discussion? Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennehan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. Would you need to read the next resolution for official newspapers for 1983.
Be it resolved by the Township Council, the Township of East Brunswick, that the Home News and Sentinel are hereby designated as official newspapers for the Township of East Brunswick, New Jersey.
Heard the resolution?
Move the adoption of the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Mrs. Denihan, seconded by Mr. Baker. Any discussion? Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Denihan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. The next resolution is appointing the auditor. Would you please read the resolution?
Whereas NJS 40A:5-4 provides that each county and municipality must have an audit made at the end of each fiscal year. Whereas the appointed auditor for the Township of East Brunswick also assists in the preparation of the annual debt statement, the annual financial statement, and the state budget form and approval process. Whereas the local public contracts law, NJSA 40A:11-1 at SEC, requires that the resolution authorizing the award of contracts for professional services without competitive bids must be publicly advertised. Now therefore be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, that Herbert Fenrow, certified public accountant and registered municipal accountant, in accordance with the contract filed in the clerk's office, is hereby appointed as auditor of the current fund, trust fund, pool, parking, capital, water, revenue sharing, dog, deferred compensation, and other mandatory accounts according to the agreement for a term of 1 year to expire on December 31st, 1983. Be it further resolved that a contract between Herbert Fenrow and the Township of East Brunswick be awarded without competitive bidding as a professional service under the provisions of the local public contracts law in accordance with NJS 40A:5-4. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution shall be published in the Home News as required by law within 10 days of its passage.
Thank you. You've heard the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move its adoption.
Is there a second?
Second.
My only comment is I can just see every young auditor aspiring to become the auditor for the dog account. Something to look forward in your career. Any further discussion? Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Denihan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. Next are appointments to the zoning board.
Be it resolved by the East Brunswick Township Council that it hereby appoints Nancy Downey and Mary Tenaccio to the Zoning Board of Adjustment for 4-year terms commencing on January 1st, 1983, and expiring on December 31st, 1986, or until the appointment and qualification of their successors. Be it further resolved that the council hereby appoints Bridget Brown and Shandos Caldwell as alternate members to the Zoning Board of Adjustment for 4-year terms commencing on January 1st, 1983, and expiring on December 31st, 1986, or until the appointment and qualification of their successors.
Thank you. For the resolution, what is your pleasure?
I move its adoption.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mr. O'Connor. Is there any discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Denihan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. Next is the resolution authorizing tax anticipation notes. Would you please read the resolution?
Be it resolved by the Township Council, the Township of East Brunswick, and the County of Middlesex, New Jersey, as follows. In anticipation of the collection of taxes during the current fiscal year, there are hereby authorized to be issued tax anticipation notes of the Township of East Brunswick, each to be known as tax anticipation notes of 1983, in amounts not exceeding $4,985,000. The proceeds of such notes shall be applied only to purposes provided for in the budget or for which taxes are levied for the current year. The following certificate has been prepared by the Director of Finances and is filed in the office of the Township Clerk.
All right, you've heard the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move its adoption.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's been moved by Mr. O'Connor, seconded by Mrs. Denihan. Any discussion? Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Denihan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. The next resolution are council committee appointments. These are appointments of the council members themselves to various boards and commissions as required by ordinance. or by tradition in some cases. Would you please read the resolution?
Be it resolved by the East Brunswick Township Council that it hereby appoints the following members of the Township Council to serve one-year terms as indicated. Septic System Management Area Planning Commission, Michael J. Baker. East Brunswick Planning Board, Elaine Denahan. Council on Economic Health, Jerome J. O'Connor. Water Policy Advisory Committee, Geraldine Weber. Advisory Committee on Senior Housing, Jerome J. O'Connor. Recreation and Parks Advisory Board, Michael J. Baker. East Brunswick Housing Corporation, Doris Fleming. School Liaison Committee, Geraldine Weber, Joseph Hudak. East Brunswick Museum Corporation, Geraldine Weber.
For the resolution, what is your pleasure?
Move its adoption.
Second.
It's been moved by Mrs. Denahan, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Fleming is the council representative to the East Brunswick Housing Corporation. All right, would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Denahan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. Next is the advice and consent of the mayor's board appointments. Would you read the resolution?
Whereas the ordinances of the Township of East Brunswick, provide that the Township Council shall give its advice and consent on certain appointments of the mayor, and whereas the mayor has nominated individuals for various appointments as noted in Appendix A. Now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the Township of East Brunswick hereby approves the mayor's appointments as noted in Appendix A attached hereto for the terms noted or until the appointment and qualification of their successor. Be it further resolved that the council acknowledges the appointments made solely by the mayor as shown in Appendix B, included here only for inclusion in the minutes of this meeting.
All right, you've heard the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move its adoption.
Second.
Moved by Mr. O'Connor, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Denahan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. Bill, would you like to read these appointments? Because Betty had it, and I think that the public should know who's being appointed.
I thought I was going to get by with the whole evening. Nothing to say.
But at least I know what you're going to say here.
You got that other list, John? All right, I won't read the terms and expiration dates, but simply the appointments. The Construction Board of Appeals, Sidney Utrofsky. Recreation Parks Advisory Board, Richard Lewis and Lee Carazola. Commission on Aging, Joseph Henry, Janet Strumfeld, Virginia Miller. Advisory Health Council, Myrna Hurt. Historic Preservation Commission, Veronica Kadish. Local Assistance Board, Flora Feldman and Grace Auer. Rent Leveling Board, Mary Tenaccio, Adrian Eisner, Eric Catcher, Sylvia Hessick, Ray Sachs, Sam Herzog, Dave Garfield, Helen Hartkop, and appointments which do not require council consent to the Environmental Commission, Joan Abramowitz and Joseph Romero, Council on Economic Health, Andrew Anastasio, Ronald Kahn, Frank Greek, Alan Rubenfeld, Fire Prevention Advisory Committee, Gerald E. Lingenfelter, Arts Commission, Estelle Goldsmith, Charlene Hahn, Marianne Werenberg, Library Board, Marianne Fox, Middlesex County Housing and Community Development, Marilyn Stamberg, Planning Board, Andy Anastasio, and John Runyon.
Thank you, Bill. And congratulations to all those people. We will now move on to the appointment of special police. Betty, would you read the resolution?
Whereas Section 3-88.1 of the Code of the Township of East Brunswick provides that the Township Council may from time to time by resolution appoint special police officers pursuant to NJSA 40A:14-146. And whereas the Director of the Department of Public Safety has by memo dated December 28, 1982, certified that the attached list should be appointed special police officers for the year 1983. Now therefore be it resolved by the East Brunswick Township Council that it hereby appoints those persons listed on the annexed list as special police officers for the year 1983.
You've heard the resolution. What is your pleasure?
I move the resolution's adoption.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mrs. Denihan. Is there any discussion? Would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Denihan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, I declare the resolution adopted. Bill, did you want to read those names?
Why not? See how I do on this cold. Stephen P. Alberts, Donald Bennett, Theodore Bergstresser, Donna Borland, Eugene Bottiglieri, Andrew Brasco, Rose Bravo, John Burrier, John Caparino, Donald Clay, Brian Cohen, Bridget Cotter, James Cregan, Edward Curley, Thomas Doyle, Larry Estep, Alan Evans, Vincent Grandy, Raymond Horwath, John Jensen III, John Karekes, James Kirkman, Austin Kosick, Ralph Lamo, Marie Larson, and Arthur LeBoy, Michael Mansfield, Gregory Marcinak, Reynolds Martini, Roger Mason, Neil McNamara, Stephen Miller, Catherine Molyneux, Carrie Newbert, Arthur Newman, Darlene Peduto, Cynthia Potachar, Gary Rett, Jane Ridbaum, Francis Sanker, James Santoro, Margaret Schmidt, Wayne Sharp, Matthew Silverstein, Stephen Stein, Barbara Swenson, Florence Terhune, Kenneth Thomore, Thomas P. Terrell, Frank Vanderveer, Andrew Voger, Stephen Voger, Andrew Wardy, Linda Waller, Frank Waller, Kevin Wilder, Mildred Uhas.
Thank you. We now come to the swearing in of all the people who have been appointed either by the council or by the mayor by our township clerk, Elizabeth Kiss. Betty, would you come forward when all of you please rise?
Would you all please raise your right hand? After the word "I," insert your name. And after the meeting, would you please see me to sign your oaths? I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I do further solemnly swear that I will impartially and justly perform all of the duties of the office according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of you. I know it's a lot of work of volunteers that really makes this community run, and we appreciate what you do. The next item on the agenda is the presentation of gifts by Bob Stone, who is the Democratic Municipal Chairman. Mr. Stone?
Stand this way. Mike, Elaine, Jerry, many people have come here this evening to congratulate you on your elections and on your commitment to East Brunswick. I am among them. I also bring very good congratulations and good wishes from two of your running mates whom I saw earlier today, Congressman Bernard Dwyer, Senator Frank Lautenberg. They had very fine receptions. I would have been happy to stay there, but I felt there was something more important happening back here in town tonight, and I'm happily back for that. During the course of the day, I was introduced, or I should say reintroduced, to former Governor Byrne with the words, "This is Bob Stone. Watch out, he's a thinking politician." Well, thinking is something that we pride ourselves on in East Brunswick politics, and that's why we try to select the best possible candidates for our offices in the municipality. And we're very, very proud to have had a hand in the East Brunswick organization in selecting the three of you to run for office last year. The vote in November certainly vindicated the thought that we put into that process back last spring. I have, first of all, a gift for our re-elected councilman, Jerry. Yours is small, so it's gift wrapped. Okay. Okay. Use it well.
Thank you very much. Bob,
Congratulations.
thank you very much. This is the part that I really could never get very used to. Someday I'll understand the tradition behind it. Thank you very much.
Well, tradition or not, it's a pleasure to do it. Nancy Blethen is my first vice chair. She hasn't been totally removed from office, so she'll give me a hand here with the gifts for Elaine and for Mike. Elaine? They're the same, yeah. Yeah. Not gift wrapped.
You can open it.
Oh,
That's nice.
all right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bob. I want to thank Bob and the county committee for all their support during the campaign. Thanks.
Okay. Now, Mike, you've already seen what you're going to get. It's a duplicate.
But it won't hold the budget.
For a councilman and for a lawyer. Right. Okay, Mike.
Thank you, and I'd like to thank the Democratic Committee for the support and confidence they've given all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. We now come to the public portion of the meeting. Anyone in the public may address the council on any item that they may have on their mind. I would ask that you give me your name and address, and please limit your comments to 5 minutes. Is there anyone in the public who would like to be heard? If not, I'll close the public portion of the meeting, and we will move on to the benediction by Rabbi Rogoff from the East Brunswick Jewish Center. Rabbi Rogoff, would you please stand?
Lord of the universe, we stand together this evening, thankful for your gift of life, and thankful, too, for being part of the process that we call democracy. We take note of the joy of all of those who were appointed this evening, and we pray, God, that with your loving favor, as you have blessed our ancestors, you will bless, too, all those who serve this community with dedication and devotion. Grant them health and joy, vigor of body and mind. Bless them with wisdom and love. Help them to serve us with dedication and devotion, and help them to help us, realizing the many potentials and capacities of this community. Through their actions, may this community come to be a source of pride to all of us who live here, and may they, through their actions, be a source of pride to us. And let us all say, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, would you call the roll?
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Denahan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes, the meeting is adjourned. Please stay for refreshments, and thank you for coming.